2024 was the year of Caitlin Clark, and I think it's about time that we all crown her as the face.
2024 was a year of Caitlin Clark, and I think it's about time that we all crown her as the face of basketball. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball star, she's a movement from record-breaking performances to redefining what's possible for women in sports. Caitlin has become the face of the WNBA. Her impact goes far beyond the court, drawing millions of fans, elevating the league, and inspiring the next generation of athletes. This year she was crowned Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year and AP Female Athlete of the Year, an honor that speaks to her global influence. And that's not all. Caitlin has added yet another prestigious award to her collection recently, and in this video we're breaking down her incredible journey, the accolades she's earned, and why she's reshaping the world of basketball. Before we dive into Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking year and the latest awards she's added to her resume, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more WNBA content. Your support helps us shine a spotlight on these incredible athletes. Oh, and don't forget to check out our merch store. We've got some exclusive designs that any basketball fan would love. Head over there and show your support. Let's get into it. Caitlin Clark raised the profile of women's basketball to unprecedented levels in both the college.
Caitlin Clark raised the profile of women's basketball to unprecedented levels in both the college ranks and the WNBA. And Tuesday, she was named the AP Female Athlete of the Year for her impact on and off the court.
Ranks in the WNBA, and Tuesday, she was named the AP Female Athlete of the Year for her impact on and off the court. Caitlin Clark has elevated women's basketball to heights that were once unimaginable. In her college years at Iowa, she became the face of a program that transformed into a national sensation. Under her leadership, her electrifying performances drew record-breaking crowds, culminating in a historic Clark championship game that attracted an astonishing 18 million viewers. That game didn't just set records for women's basketball, it surpassed viewership numbers for many NBA Finals matchups. Caitlin's ability to pull fans from every corner of the sports world showcased her undeniable star power. She didn't just make people watch basketball, she made them feel the magic of the game all over again. The momentum didn't stop once Caitlin transitioned to the WNBA. As the #1 draft pick, she carried her collegiate success into the professional league, shattering rookie records and captivating audiences. With her unmatched skill and competitive fire, her presence alone has driven a surge in WNBA viewership and merchandise sales, turning casual fans into loyal followers of the league. Caitlin isn't just a player, she's a cultural phenomenon. Her impact has extended beyond the court, sparking conversations about the growth and potential of women's sports worldwide. Whether it's filling arenas or trending on social media, Caitlin Clark has redefined what it means to be a game changer in women's basketball. Now another award that Caitlin Clark just won.
Now another award that Caitlin Clark just won this week is the 2024 Sports Business Journal Best Sports Business.
This week is the 2024 Sports Business Journal Best Sports Business Athlete, and that went to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's influence isn't confined to the basketball court, it extends into the realm of sports business, earning her the prestigious Sports Business Journal Best Athlete of the Year award. This honor recognizes not just her athletic brilliance, but her unparalleled marketability and impact on the sports industry. In 2024, Caitlin became a driving force in turning the WNBA into one of the fastest growing brands globally. Her star power transcends the traditional boundaries of women's sports, drawing millions of fans, skyrocketing merchandise sales, and boosting league revenue. She accounted for a staggering 26% of the WNBA's total revenue, a testament to her role in reshaping the financial landscape of the league. What sets Caitlin apart is her ability to captivate audiences across demographics and regions, making her a global sensation. Her games became must-watch events, and her influence even sparked discussions about shedding overseas matches to tap into her international fan base. The Sports Business Journal's recognition of Caitlin as the Best Athlete of the Year underscores her unique ability to merge athletic excellence with business innovation, proving that she's not only an elite player but also a transformative figure in the world of sports. I wanted to talk about Caitlin Clark and just review her year of 2024 and also go over some of the awards that she just won this week. Caitlin Clark's 2024 was nothing short of historic, a year defined by unparalleled achievements and accolades that cemented her legacy in women's basketball. From her electrifying performances on the court to her record-breaking milestones, Caitlin dominated headlines and captured the hearts of millions. She led Iowa to the NCAA National Championship game and clinched Rookie of the Year honors in her first professional season. Her journey didn't stop there. She shattered records, inspired rivalries, and drew millions of viewers, all while redefining the visibility and appeal of women's basketball. The recognition Caitlin received this year speaks volumes about her impact. Named AP Female Athlete of the Year and Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Caitlin joined the ranks of the most influential athletes in history. These awards celebrated her incredible skill, her magnetic ability to draw fans, and her transformative influence on the sport. As we reflect on her year, it's clear that Clark wasn't just a standout player. She was a cultural phenomenon driving the growth of women's basketball to unprecedented heights. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into her remarkable achievements and what they mean for the future of the sport. It says a group of 74 sports journalists from the Associated Press and its members voted on the award. Clark received 35 votes. Olympic gymnast Simone Biles was second with 25 and boxer Iman Kif was third, getting 4 votes. Clark is only the 4th women's basketball player to be honored as a Female Athlete of the Year. Caitlin Clark's win as a 2024 Sports Business Journal Best Sports Business Athlete of the Year was powered by the votes of 74 sports journalists from around the world. This panel of respected sports experts was tasked with selecting the athlete who had the most profound impact on the sports business landscape over the past year. Caitlin's performance and influence were so undeniable that she earned 35 of the 74 votes, placing her firmly at the top. This victory is a recognition not only of her incredible on-court success, but also of her ability to elevate the profile of women's sports and make a lasting impression on the business side of the game. While Caitlin's 35 votes were the most, there was strong competition, with Olympic gymnast Simone Biles securing 25 votes. This highlights just how fierce the competition was, with other athletes like Biles who had their own extraordinary accomplishments in 2024 also making a mark. But Caitlin's unmatched ability to captivate audiences, drive viewership, and grow the business of women's basketball ultimately set her apart. Her victory in this prestigious award proves the magnitude of her influence and her status as one of the most powerful figures in sports.
I said she's broken so many records, and the numbers speak for themselves. She also broke the scoring record when she was at Iowa, but it's also about the number of eyeballs, the kind of money that was drawn to the WNBA, the fact that the WNBA
arguments with her winning this award, and it was the same thing when she won the Time Magazine award as to why is Caitlin Clark winning these awards when it was an Olympic year. Like there are other athletes who competed on a global stage, Caitlin Clark wasn't even invited to go to the Olympics. Despite Caitlin Clark's historic achievements, there are still voices arguing that she shouldn't be the one receiving all these prestigious awards. Some critics believe that the attention she has garnered, especially considering it wasn't an Olympic year, means other athletes like Simone Biles or track star Sydney McLaughlin should have claimed these accolades. Instead, there's an ongoing debate about whether Caitlin's impact should be measured solely by her performance on the court, or if her influence off the court should count for just as much. While Caitlin's contributions to the game are undeniable, the debate continues to simmer, especially when considering athletes who competed on the global stage during 2024. The critics often argue that Caitlin Clark didn't compete in the Olympics and wasn't invited to represent the U.S. in global events, a factor that seems to influence their belief that she shouldn't be the face of women's sports for the year. Instead, they argue that athletes who shone on the world stage should have been prioritized. However, Caitlin supporters counter this by highlighting how much she has grown the game of basketball, particularly women's basketball, by breaking viewership records, increasing WNBA revenue, and inspiring young athletes worldwide. These contributions go beyond traditional definitions of athleticism, proving that her impact stretches far beyond the basketball court. I said she's broken so many records, and the numbers speak for themselves. She also broke the scoring record when she was at Iowa, but it's also about the number of eyeballs, the kind of money that was drawn to the WNBA, the fact that the WNBA is now the #1 fastest growing brand in the world. Caitlin Clark has truly redefined what it means to be a game changer. Her explosive performances on the court have shattered.
It was doing great. The WNBA was growing. And while I will agree that the WNBA over the past few years has been growing, it is nothing, like nobody could have expected the kind of boom that they saw.
Multiple records, making history in ways we haven't seen in women's basketball before. From breaking Iowa's all-time scoring record to leading the NCAA in points and assists, Clark has proven that she's not just a star, she's a record breaker, but her influence extends far beyond her individual stats. Clark's on-court brilliance has captivated millions, drawing unprecedented attention to women's basketball and turning her into a household name. She has become a beacon for the sport, Bringing in a new wave of fans who are hungry to watch her in the game she loves, her influence has also had a massive impact on the WNBA, which is now the fastest growing sports brand in the world. The surge in viewership and interest sparked by Caitlyn's incredible rise has created a ripple effect, propelling the league into a new era of growth. With Caitlyn's rise in popularity, WNBA revenue has soared and the league is now seen as one of the most exciting and promising brands globally. The attention Caitlyn has brought to the WNBA goes beyond just the fans who follow her. It's about the new opportunities, investments, and corporate partnerships that have come flooding, and because of her ability to captivate audiences